एवरी टाइम फर्स्ट एडिटर म्हणून तू कोण कोताली सर कित्याक कोण सर विले तू कोण कोतो जयंती तू कोण कोताले आता तूय बी माणूस जालो कोण कोणा जालो आता आनी कितू उलयता सात कोण उलय कितकोन एशकोन जावपाक जाता तू तरी 4000 पर स्क्वेअर मीटर कल्टिवेशना लायतालो मागीर हांवें गॅजेट नोटीस सांगलोलें ना हेचो पुरायलो आहा -60% कोण तुम्ही म्हाका अबाउट द वॅल्युएशन रिपोर्ट पयशे लायले तरी आसतना तुमी मागीर सर विवेका सांगिल्लें ऑप्शनाक इंटू 1 केलो न्ही ऑप्शना बजेटाचे इंटू 5 करूला तुवें पळय मातशें तेगे 8 मोळे तेगे 5 मोळे तेगे 8 मोळी कित्याक 12,000 12,500 5 लाख बरोवपा टायम ऑप्शन तूं तेंच सांगो तुका तुका तरी फोन येता ऑप्शना टायमार आतां तुगे तोंड दुसरी जालें एन्सर सोद हांव येता कोणा तूं घेतालो सर सागर it was in good faith you are helping good faith encroachers not to applicants good faith is your good faith is for them that's what you are telling me तुगे नो आपला मात्रीवर जातो पळय सांगता तू पूण तू वचून ते सायटार तेंक सांगो जायना अरे व्हॉट इज दिस म्हणून I'm Richa Pereira and I have applied for cultivation Aframan on Giptoli Comunidade land under survey number 63/0. In 2019 I applied the Aframan and by 2020 all my notices had gone. If anyone has objection, come and put the objection of the Aframan. So in 2020 the objection came of the unknown people cultivating on the land. They said we are cultivators of the land. The case ran here for 3 years. They did not have any receipt, they did not have any permissions. In the process of 3 years, the then attorney submitted 2 letters denouncing the unauthorized cultivation, stating that they do not have permissions, nor have they have any lease to cultivate the land. By 2023, in the February, the order was passed by the administrator's office, stating that okay, it is dismissed. All objections are dismissed since they did not have possess any documentary proof of their cultivation. The file proceeded, the plot was demarcated, and the administrator came in 2024, demarcated inspected the site, it was vacant, there was no cultivation at that point in time on May. There was demarcation happened, 24 stones were put, and my auction happened in November 2024. I paid the total of 2,59,707, which was fixed as a 1 year's rent for agricultural cultivation lease, which is also high, I know that, but after being in so much of turmoil for 5 years, I fought and I fought. I said, okay, in distress and duress, I paid that 2,59,000 because I didn't want to alter my file. That I said, okay, fine, this is the rent, this is the rent. I paid in November. Now, in August, I went to check, just take a trip on the land. I saw that there was again cultivation. The same individuals who are running a case here are putting cultivation. I complained to the managing committee. It's here. And then managing committee letter was submitted here to the administrator and the collector. Managing committee immediately took the resolution on the 5th of August. Will inspect the property. If we found there is a cultivation going on, we will remove the this thing, and the resolution was sent here for approval so that they could take the approval and then remove the cultivation. Here, after now 1 month, the administrator has sent a note behind that resolution instead of passing the resolution. Give me the names and the addresses of those people. If the people have no lease, if the people have no permissions, how Communidade will possess the names and addresses of those people who just come for 2-3 months, cultivate and go? It's the duty of the administrator to make sure that status quo of the land is kept. When he came for inspection and demarcation, the land was vacant. The land should be kept vacant. As an applicant, I did my duty to inform. The same people have come back again and are cultivating. There was a case run, it was dismissed. Administrative department wants to restart the case. That's why I was fighting over here today. You are going to restart the case which already dismissed, saying it was unauthorized cultivation. And now today the administrator is saying to me, when I put a grievance in this department, I did not know there was a Aframan on the same plot. I am the same applicant. This is the first Aframan for cultivation getting passed and processed right now at the revenue department. And he did not know, and when I mentioned I am the applicant, I am the leasee, I have paid, he did not know it is the same. And now he is saying yes, it is the duty to keep the status quo. And all along I have been dealing with Mr. Sagar because he was there as a person. Now he's come for 1 month, but before that my file Mr. Sagar overlooked. But I don't have any documents. Whenever I came here, he asked me, Kitadla. I said, I showed problem. Even when I put this complaint, I showed Mr. Sagar first because there was no administrator was busy. So he said, na, tekrai hai. Cultivators have right. Unauthorized cultivators. I paid money, I did the whole procedure. I being told, government can approve the pasu, tujan ek zad galun zaina. I paid 2,50,000+ square money, and I have lost my FD. They are taking the money, they have the money. Communidade does not receive the money. So administrative department 1 month to realize that it is the same after putting it in writing clearly.
So before doing a Apraman, there was a Apraman.
There was nothing on this. It wasn't vacant land. I took the certificate of the attorney that it is vacant, non-cultivated land. Even attorney gave the certificate and gave 2 more letters saying it was not cultivated, and if there is new cultivation happening, it is unauthorized. People are just coming and digging. They are not paying anything. There is no permission.
So now what do you want from the communidade?
I want from the administrative department to approve the resolution taken on the 5th of August and remove that unauthorized cultivation, keep the status quo of the land which is demarcated and for which the money has been taken already by the administrative department. Do the duty, that's all I'm asking. Remove the unauthorized cultivation, keep the lands as is vacant so it can be given for others for lease. When people come looking around communidade bata hai, everything is cultivated, but in truth it is unauthorized cultivation. It is not being received. The revenue department is not receiving any money, communidade is not receiving any money, nor the administrative department is receiving any derama. So why is administrative department so much allowing this cultivation or not removing when there is a valid complaint to remove, and then making excuses like bring their names, bring their addresses? How can you run a proceedings against an unauthorized person? This is not a house that there is a person will be put on the road or something like that. This is just cultivation without any proper infrastructure there. There is no tap, there is no water. They just come, they dig, they put it. And now on the land which is already being allotted, on the land which is already being taken money for, you are allowing the same problem.
You have to edit that.
So, introduce.
My name is Rufus Aloysius John Lobo, Substitute President of Gitolium Communidade, component of Gitolium Communidade, and several other communities. What we are now beginning to realize with the aftermath application done by Richa Pereira is very simple. It is becoming heir apparent that the administrative department and a few employees, not all of them, I know them all quite well, a few employees are very much in cahoots with encroachers for agricultural income as well as building houses. Basically what the encroachers are doing on lands of the communities all over Goa, is they're coming here, paying monies under the table, and files are being passed. And when we make complaints, the crisscrosses is that it is not in our power, it is not in our jurisdiction, it is not, and they run long-ended cases. Now we have the strength and the backing to follow up these cases. Most 90% of people report. And when this tends to happen, and when this kind of behavior happens, that's when you start seeing the entire systematic collapse of where we stand today. Too many houses to demolish, so make illegal people legal. So, and this is one community we're talking about. There are more than 200 communities in Goa. So what tends to happen is when you have this level of illegalities, where people, by the way, in panchayats, in the administrative departments, in certain other departments like water, electricity, etc., these people have benefited under the table. There are no applications, there are no procedure files. That tax-paying citizens who are legally applying for these things, they are being harassed. And people, just because they belong to a particular sect, a particular whatever, they raise a special flag, they get free land, free water, free electricity. And now it is becoming a point where the government of Goa and government of India are being robbed by some of their own employees. By giving these people these things, they're not guiding them properly, not giving them the proper procedure which very much exists now and has existed for a very long time. This needs to be immediately investigated because we have the paperwork to show a very clear way of how things function, because we have gone through the entire process. And this is our problem. Committees are tied, shareholders are tied. Yes, there might be some corruption somewhere. I'm not saying no if it exists. In the best of countries, it will exist in our country as well. But this needs to be looked into, and this is what we are uncovering as we go.
So, what do you have to say about this Richa's matter?
About Richa's matter is very simple. She has gone all the way as per law, as per procedure, as per legality. She's done everything she has to do, and still they are holding back. They've taken money from her, and the committee has not, and the community has not received the funds to do necessary investigations.
Who has received the fund now?
The administrative department. Yes. And the administrative department also through their then secretary, who is now even there as we speak. Even there, they against the code, against the agriculture department, against even the ready reckoner, against the values report, they gave a very high. When you grow potatoes and tomatoes, you can't pay 3 lakh rupees a year for 4,000 square meters. And that's for the next 20, 30 years or however long. They are tying the hands of the farmers just so that, you know, this non-stop food inflation can continue. Or inorganic food, chemical food. So my point is over here is, the committee has not received the funds, the shareholders have not received the funds, which is our right. The government has not received the funds, the administrator is holding on to it. Plus doing other things above and beyond their call of duty, which is illegal as far as I'm concerned. That's my statement.